Headshots are expensive. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 tips that you can do to make the most of your headshot session. Whether you're someone who is new to acting or you're an experienced actor who's taken many headshots, I promise there will be something in this video for you to take away the next time that you're booking a headshot session or the next time that you're taking headshots. What is up, guys? My name is Evan and I'm an MFA actor based in LA. And in this video, I'm going to be talking all about headshots, from finding a photographer to booking a session to wardrobe and other things that you can do in the room to make sure that you have the best headshot session possible. So in order to get to the headshot session, you have to find a photographer. Now, if you live in a major city like LA or New York, there are so many headshot photographers. First, you need to figure out what your budget is. How much do you want to spend on headshots? How much can you spend on headshots? This will determine what kind of headshot photographer you might be looking for. If you're early on and you haven't done shit, you don't need to be spending $750 on new headshots. Honestly, nobody, in my opinion, should be spending that much on headshots. You can get some really good headshots for a couple $100, maybe even less if it's somebody that you know or if you are working with a photographer who might be just starting out. The most I've ever paid for headshots was like $400, and I was really happy with those headshots, but I probably could have even gotten decent headshots or even maybe even better headshots for less. But listen, if you're getting paid as an actor and you're getting paid well and you have the money to spend on a headshot photographer that you really love, but they're very expensive, if you have the budget, go for it. I'm not saying not to do that, but I think if you're starting out or even if you just need some new shots, you don't need to be breaking your bank. So my last experience taking headshots was incredible. I found somebody who charged by the time and not the amount of looks, which I had never really experienced before. I've never really even seen that before. And if you're able to find someone who charges by the time and not the looks, I would highly recommend it. It sort of takes the pressure off of like, okay, I have 2 to 3 looks to make sure that like this looks right and I feel good and the headshots look good, and I feel like just having the time was so cool. We were able, and we didn't even use the whole time. I booked a 3 hour session and honestly got like 7 to 10 different looks in that time. I brought a bunch of options and I was able to even shave in between looks. So like I got some with my beard, I shaved, I got some with my mustache, I shaved and got some clean shaven. So because I wanted to have some younger shots of me as well, younger looking shots of me as well. And it was just really cool to sort of have that freedom to not feel this pressure of like 2 to 3 looks, 2 to 3 looks, 2 to 3 looks. It's just, so if you can find someone who does that, do it. Like most things in the world, word of mouth is going to be your best option when finding a headshot photographer. That's exactly how I found the guy that I was just talking about. A friend of mine posted her headshots on Instagram, and I thought that they really looked good. I thought that they looked like her, which is the most important thing when it comes to headshots. You want the headshots to look like you. I just opened up a conversation with her and asked her a couple questions. How much did they cost? What was your experience like? What was the studio environment like? Would you shoot with this person again? If you're like, listen, I'm not going to ask somebody all these personal questions about their headshot session, fine, don't do that. A lot of photographers have personal websites and Instagrams that you can just find that information through as well. And scroll through, see if you like their shots, and if you do, reach out. Bring options. Bring options, bring options, bring options, bring options. This is by far the most common phrase that you will hear when you're talking about wardrobe. Yes, options are important. If you're getting 3 looks done, don't bring 3 different outfits. Bring a little bit more. I did this once. I was getting 2 to 3 looks done and I brought 4 options, and it was terrible because the headshot photographer didn't like what I had and I just really didn't have anything else. And those headshots ended up looking pretty mediocre. And that's why it's good to have options, because headshot photographers, they know what will look good. especially with their setup, right? So you want to have options, but you also don't want to have an overwhelming amount of options. Like if you're getting 2 to 3 looks, you don't need to bring 15 different outfits. There's a balance. In my opinion, it's quality over quantity. There's something about a brand new shirt or a brand new jacket that just makes you feel good. So before I have a headshot session, I go shopping. I'll go to a nice store, I'll buy a couple outfits, and I'll use them for my headshots. I'll keep the receipts on them, and then after I'm done taking my headshots, I'll return them. So that way I'm not spending a bunch of money on these new clothes. And honestly, usually I will, like if I get something that I really love, I'll usually keep 1 or 2 things as a little treat to myself. Ever since I've started doing this, I'll never not do it. It's just a surefire way to get clothes that look good on you and without breaking the bank. I remember 2 headshot sessions ago, I saw this brown jacket in the store, and I was immediately just like, I'm gonna get this. And it was very expensive. I returned it for sure, and I knew it would look good on me. I knew it would photograph well. It had a really good texture, and they were some of my favorite headshots that I've ever taken. And even the photographer was like, "This jacket is amazing." I was like, "I know." Ultimately, you want to just feel good in what you're wearing. If you feel good in what you're wearing, it's going to show in your headshots. Also, don't ignore the bottom half of your body. Yes, your feet aren't going to be in the headshots, but wear comfortable shoes. Wear shoes that you feel good in. Wear pants that you feel good in. Because again, it's a whole body experience, even though it's just from your chest up, right? You just want to feel good overall, and it's going to transform into your headshots. Don't ignore your pants and shoes. Feeling confident in yourself and your skin and your body is so important during headshots. If you're somebody who loves music, see if you're able to play music during your headshot session. Most likely, the answer will be yes. Every single one of my headshot sessions that I've taken, I've had about 6 or 7. They've all allowed me to play music. But just make sure to ask beforehand so that you can be prepared. Sometimes they'll have a music set up, sometimes they don't. I would recommend just bringing a speaker just in case. But the photographers they want the best for you. They want that session to go well. So they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that you're comfortable, to make sure that you're having fun, to make sure that you feel good. So before your headshot session, make a playlist. Make a playlist of music that you're going to want to be playing while you're getting your headshots taken. If you control the music, you control the environment. Headshots are a very stressful time for actors. They're expensive, we want them to look good, and it all sort of feels like everything is coming together for this 1 hour long session, right? You want your hair to look good, you want your beard to look good, you want your makeup to look good, you want your skin to be clear. We put so much pressure on headshots, and yes, they're important. It's the first thing that a casting director sees, it's the first thing that an agent sees. Yes, you want to be intentional with them. But at the end of the day, it's just pictures. It's just pictures. You can really only control what you can control. Picking a photographer, wardrobe, music. If you feel good, there's a higher chance that you're going to look good and you're going to be happy with the headshots that you take. So be patient with yourself, be easy on yourself, have fun, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.